There we go. All right, well, as promised, my friend Billy Yurchuk, was it hard to get here today after like a 2-week break?
Well, we were wondering, geez, I forget where my seats are.
Yeah, right?
I had to call my friend Jip McMillan and find out where my seats were.
Jip McMillan. Hey, Jip, how you doing, Jip? Well, what an interesting, what do we got here? How many have we got? 4,339 people here today.
That's awesome.
Can't say enough about the fans. We've talked about it several times. And I was looking around when I said to Jay Peckham, I said, I got here, the parking lot wasn't that busy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, everybody showed up at the same time. What a great fan support this
It really is. We were in North Bay, as you know, and they were excited about, I think the 2,500, they were excited about that.
Right?
And that's good for them. That's maybe all their seat holds, but it's fantastic here, the numbers we get.
Yeah, it's really a tribute, if you will, to this team, but also to the expectation I think the fans are setting, like, okay, we know what we have going on here. We get it.
Yeah.
We've accepted it. But coming into next year, there's some great things going to happen with this club, I think.
Yeah, there is. The young kids are stepping up. They still believe there's a playoff potential, which is great.
Yep.
I mean, they're 8 points out, but as long as they keep believing that,
it's
we're
not
going to get
easy.
good quality hockey for sure. And I'm just hoping the season tickets reciprocate. Come back.
Yeah, well, I think that started actually here next to us. They've got that set up. They've already put out that if you renew your season's tickets, I think it's early bird pricing or something like that. And do you know anything about that? Because you're a season.
Yeah, it's $50 off a seat, but then you also get into a draw. And I can't remember all the prizes. One of them, you can win your season tickets. Another one's a signed jersey or stick from the whole team. They got some nice incentives.
Yeah, bonus for
it's worth it even for the $50 off a seat.
Right. I mean, who doesn't like saving $50?
Yeah.
I don't know. So I think I was talking to Jake earlier, and he's like, yeah, we're pretty pleased with how things are going.
That's good.
Coming into that. So, but there's still time to get those season's tickets. So you can go to sarniasting.com to find out more about that. So here we are. We are 2-1 with our shots on goal at 3. Theirs at 8. We've seen teams come in like 30, 40, 50 shots.
Yeah.
We can't. That can't happen today.
No, it can't. I mean, they're looking good defensively.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 goals, but the play is a lot or mostly in the Sarnia end, and so the defense has been clearing the puck out. There's a new kid from O'Toole. I don't know if he's from Legionnaires.
Wasn't sure if he was playing, but he is playing.
Yeah, he is playing.
You like him so far?
I do so far. He took that head check, which is fine because it just shows aggression, and he laid out another guy, so he's not afraid to put the body in, and you need a little bit of that because we're a little light on that.
Well, I was going to say, especially today with Kai Schwint being out and some others, McDonald, Ameri, a lot of key players that we're missing today. So this team that is young, Billy, has to step forward now and kind of not replace, but fill in those shoes, those skates right now.
Yeah.
And that's not an easy thing to do for a new player joining a team like the Sarnia Sting. Regardless of where they're at, the philosophy behind this team is very strong.
Yeah, agreed. And this year they're rookies, and they get away with that being rookies, but they're not rookies next year, so they got to step up. And now it's the time to start doing that and lay the foundation for some fundamental hockey. Yeah,
I think so. And so far, so good. I mean, we're down 1, but that's not. What am I trying to say? That can be overcome.
Yeah, for sure.
Here, and the Sting, along with Kingston, are hungry.
Yes.
Because they still need that playoff position. And while we talk about that's a stretch, but it's still doable.
It is,
right?
Yeah. And if Kingston wins today, they get their playoff spot.
Right.
So it's if nothing else, we could play spoiler, right?
Right. Right. And they're hungry, but they're tired too. They're just coming off the bus at 12:30. They got to the hotel last night. So. And they've had a struggle 5 games, they haven't won. So these two teams, fair to say, are equal.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I would think so. In ability for sure.
Yeah.
Kitchener's sitting a little more pretty because they can get a playoff spot in 1 win, but I would say equal ability, equal potential, sure.
Yeah. Well, like I say, Kingston is there wanting their playoff spot as well. Now, you're happy with the defense today so far compared to what? Like where we weren't kind of holding our own there?
Well, the 8 shots on net, considering the puck is a lot, or I keep saying a lot, predominantly in the Sarnia zone. So that means that they're keeping the puck away from the net.
Yeah.
So even though the play is there, they're not getting a lot of scoring chances. So, Nick hasn't been really tested too many times, and that's just a credit to the defense.
Yeah. Strong penalty kill there.
Yes.
That's huge because that's not always our best.
Yeah.
We don't rank high in there, right?
Yeah.
But they were able to pull that long penalty kill off today.
Yeah.
I thought was pretty impressive.
It was. And Easton, he's so fast. Like, he's down the ice and he held the puck behind their net for, 8 or 9 seconds, and that's a big time. And he got a nice ovation, and he deserved it.
Yeah,
so.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, lots happening here with this team, and we're excited. We're about 8 minutes away before they come back out. I think we're going to see a much faster paced period here. I thought it was decently, but even I'll say both teams were trying to get themselves structured. There was a lot of hitting going on, a lot of aggression very quickly into the first period. I wonder if that'll change, or we'll be a little more focused on the puck than we were on the aggression side of things.
Yeah, I hope so. And I think, Kingston probably thought it was going to be a little easier coming in here, so they'll probably step it up a bit as well.
I would think, similar conversations going on in both locker rooms,
exactly,
I think, okay, because they got those 2 goals very quickly.
Yes.
So you get the first one, you go, oh, okay, all right. And then the second one, 30 seconds, you're like, oh.
Yes.
Right? You could hear the fans.
Yes.
I think I heard you. But and I attested not, obviously to the players, but I really attested to the philosophy of this coaching staff, head coach Al Letang, and then pushing that through the rest of the coaches.
Yeah.
There's a really strong philosophy here where he just doesn't sugarcoat anything.
No, he doesn't, and a no-quit mentality. He won't put up with this guy dogging it. If somebody's slacking, he'll sit, and that's the way it should be, regardless of where you are in the standings.
Yeah. Former referee you are, I always like to mention that without going down a rabbit hole like that Jay Peckham went.
May Peckham.
May Peckham or Lay. Anyway, that Peckham guy. I think what's going on so far seems pretty reasonable.
It was good. There was a trip just right here on this side, and everybody was whining and complaining. I mean, it's the most fundamental trip you could get. Right. You could take that video, put it in the book. It's a trip. People, it's hometown mentality, right? And
Is it hard for you to sit there sometimes and hear that and go,
"Come
on,
hear
people, you don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah, there's a guy behind me. I won't call him what I think of him, but he comments on everything, and it's just like, come on, buddy. You don't have a clue. Yeah, he doesn't have a clue.
You can keep paying me to stand right here. I just don't need to be out on the ice. I can't even tie skates. But again, a great attest to the fans that are here today supporting the Sarnia Sting. I think it's going to be a great second period. I think the rest of this game, I think the tone's been set.
Yeah, I think so.
And the referees a part of that tone setting, would you say?
Yeah, they're calling it. Actually, it was interesting early in the game. The one referee called the face-off to be outside. And the reason he did that is because the defense came in. So let's say there's a scrum from the net, and the defense come in toward the net. Yeah. The face-off comes outside. And there was no real scrum in front of the net, but the Kingston defense came in anyway, and he shipped it outside. And that's good because that sets the tone saying we're not going to mess around. You guys aren't going to go to the net and scrum it up, especially the defense. Because the small thing in the rule book is the puck comes outside, and it takes away from an offensive zone.
Okay, great to know. Yeah. There you go. See, I love having Billy here. He knows what he's talking about. All right, we're going to move on here. 5 minutes away for the Sarnia Sting to come back out here to take on, and hopefully, we're hoping we're there. We want to see this win happen today for the Sarnia Sting. It's a long road for them still to get to the playoff position. Of course, as always, we'll have the post-game press conference in the restaurant, so keep an eye out for that. Billy, good to see you, buddy.
Thank you, man.
And thanks for
your gift.
What do you call that?
It's a 3D light, and because it's on acrylic, when the light shines up, it amplifies.
Okay, I didn't know what it was called. I didn't want to take it out, otherwise I'd show you.
Right. No, I appreciate it.
This is a new hobby, kind of side hustle for you.
We do lots of little things, and this is another one of them.
Yeah, you've got a cricket too, don't you?
Yeah, so we do decals and shirts and HTV.
Is it a decal or a decal?
I don't know, man. Tomato. Yeah, I think it's a decal. Decal sounds stupid, but it might be a
decal sounds more.
I like decal.
Professional.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I might need a few decals too for my coffee mug or something.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah.
There you go.
I think Lip McMillan's ordered one too. So.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
All right, now we're 4 minutes away from there, and post-game press conference coming after. As always, with the Sarnia Sting, I'm David Burrows. Thanks for watching, everybody. And here's my good friend, Billy Yurchuk. 1, 2, 3, go Sting, go!